Hey folks, end all be all here, and today we're going to be talking about Iden Versio counters. Now, Iden is a tricky team. Recently, a lot of people have been applying the Omicron, and a lot of traditional counters that we usually take against these teams, high-end teams, A teams, they don't seem to work that well against Iden, just because Iden tends to get 100% turn meter first, does a mass assist, and especially if the troopers around her are all relicked up, you can have a problem. One of the more common counters is Treya with the Sit trio and Barris, but you need high relics on the Treya otherwise. And if healing immunity lands on Barris, she may not be able to survive. So let's analyze the team. Iden, what makes it so tough? One is she gets 100% turn meter, she does a mass assist, so you need a team which can survive the mass assist initially, at least something which is sturdy enough. And especially if you've got the Omicron on Iden, there are a couple of things which happen. One is every time that a person attacks out of turn, they gain extra protection and they gain 10% turn meter. So you need something to prevent the protection regeneration, which is healing immunity, and you need something which can stop the turn meter gain, which is daze. And who can apply unresistible daze and healing immunity? That's the Bad Batch. The problem with the Bad Batch team is, you might not survive. Iden will go first and, attack Wrecker and, dispel and then, reduce the speed with vulnerable and potentially take out a few others before you get a chance to go. So you need something to add survivability. And how do you add survivability? You go with Padme lead. Padme lead, as you all know, has got tons of protection regeneration, undispellable protection regeneration if people attack out of turn. So gives your Bad Batch team some amount of survivability until Echo gets a chance to go and then apply daze and healing immunity, and then you can control the Iden team with stuns and take them out pretty easily. You won't obviously get the bonuses from Hunter lead, but that really doesn't matter because Echo is unique combined with some of the other ways that these guys have to control and damage the team can take care of this team pretty easily, and it's a pretty safe and consistent counter as you'll see. Now my current opponent, this is against in my current GAC. This is against an opponent who's from Maw, and you can see he's got pretty high relict troopers. Iden is R7, and everyone else is R5 to R6. And I've got my own Padme team. Padme is R8, and the rest of them are R5 typically. So let's see how this goes. Now, obviously, they're going to go first, and they're going to apply. They're going to try to stun whoever is open. Now, you'll notice over here that Wrecker is not taunting because we don't have all 5 of them as Bad Batch. So he doesn't have Furious, so he doesn't taunt. So in the beginning, they'll get a chance to go and attack anyone at all in the team and mass assist. Typically, Wrecker, my tech over here would have died, but because of Padme lead, he's surviving. And now you can see, because they've attacked mass assisted on tech, what happens is Wrecker gets furious and he starts taunting. So there's only one turn that you have to survive, and then Wrecker starts taunting right away. Now you'll notice that my Padme goes before my Echo, even though my Echo is 350 speed and Padme is only 280 something speed. That's because Wrecker. That's because 3 of my Bad Batch characters, including Echo, have got vulnerable on them, and Iden Versio's leadership, or unique rather, gives basically reduces the enemy's speed by 25% as long as they have vulnerable. So that's one thing to remember in this counter, that your team will become naturally slower because Iden will tend to apply vulnerable on the team. But given that my Padme doesn't have vulnerable, she gets to go, and then once she goes, the game is over because you get to dispel everything, and you basically give everyone some bonus protection up. And Wrecker starts taunting. These guys do tons of assists as well as retribution. So this ensures that your Wrecker will always survive. Now they've got tons of buffs on them. Now my Echo gets to go, and from here on, the game is very easily controlled. So there you see, you've got healing immunity and daze, and these guys won't be able to do anything much. From here on out, your Bad Batch can take over, and they can stun everyone. I've got 2 or 3 different ways to stun, And that's what I'm doing over here. Applied stun once, applied defense up, uh, tech applied stun, and then echo followed it up as well. And because these guys also generate courage, the damage that they do is simply amazing. I mean, they generate so many stacks of courage that the enemy team just simply melts without a chance for them to really gain anything. So even though and you're not doing many out of turn attacks, and even if you do the out of turn attacks, the healing immunity prevents any protection regeneration. So it's a really really easy counter. Like within a minute, you can see over here that I've completely taken out the enemy team, and Iden is on her way out as well. Obviously, you can't recover protection banners on Padme, but on all the others, it's extremely easy to recover protection banners, and you can end with at least 64 banners over here. So there you go. Extremely simple counter, extremely safe, and something that I'll definitely be using pretty often, quite often in the future. And this is something which there are a couple of other thoughts I have to counter Iden, but I feel Padme it doesn't really have a home anymore these days. A lot of people tend to put her with Jedi Master Kenobi, but since most of her team is being pulled in other teams like Qui-Gon Jinn and Jedi Master Kenobi teams, you can this is actually a really good use for Padme to use along with Bad Batch to take out a strong Iden team, which I think is a decent trade-off. So that's all that I had for today's video. Hope you guys found it useful. I'll probably make another video on the second idea that I have for an Iden counter. I'll have to face the next Iden in Grand Arena for that. But I have a feeling even this counter is going to be pretty reliable for high banners. But until then, I'm signing off. I'll catch you guys later. Take care.